from someone to be the leader and guide the conversation. And the only thing that I ask is be respectful, do not correct each other if the other doesn't ask for help, you know, just have fun, guys. And Eliane, is it your first time here? Could you present yourself really quickly? You are muted, your micro.
Okay.
Yeah, now.
Yes, it's my first time.
That's really good. And how did you discover TNT?
On YouTube. I was searching for some app to conversation because I understand, but I have difficulty to speak.
Yeah, I know how it is. So you are on the right place, that is TNT, and I hope we help you a lot, okay?
Okay.
So guys,
I don't like grammar. I hate grammar.
So there is no grammar here.
Yes.
Sorry, Bruna, but we don't love grammar. I guess she didn't listen, but okay. Please, guys, accept the invitation. And Carlos, Dalvan, Eliane, and Gabriel will stay here with me in the main room. Okay. Here we go. As Carlos and Eliane will represent themselves, Dalvan, could you present yourself? Dalvan, are you listening?
Hi.
Yeah. Could you present yourself, please?
Yes.
Please go on. You are muted again. Dalvan?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay. Could you present yourself? Can you understand me? Oh, well. Can I speak in Portuguese just briefly? Você consegue entender o que a gente está falando, acompanhar? Você prefere só ouvir, que você está iniciando? Não tem problema se você quiser só ouvir.
Como eu sou iniciante, eu prefiro só ouvir. Eu vou captar algumas palavras, não todas.
Okay. If you wanna ask anything, feel free, tap on the chat, okay? Se quiser perguntar algo, só botar aí nas mensagens. So, Gabriel.
Beleza, obrigada.
Nada. Please present yourself.
Okay, hello guys, I'm Gabriel, I'm 21 years old, and I live in São Paulo. It's a pleasure to meet you.
That's really good. And Gabriel is training to be a host just like me in the future and open more one meeting to us in English. So guys, I will start with the first question. Today, the questions are kind of hard, and I apologize for that, but this is part of TNT in the process of learning. But I will start with Gabriel, as Carlos and Eliane are new here, okay? Gabriel, for you, what is living in automatic pilot? And is it possible to live this way? Are you living like that? What do you think?
In my opinion, like living in an automatic pilot is living like in a specific way, you know? So you just do what you need to do, you know? So for example, today you gotta work and you do the same thing at work. So it's like living in an automatic pilot. So for example, at 9 a.m., I need to do the stuff at work. At 11, I need 11 a.m. I need to do this. So you always do the same thing. Let me see. Is it possible to live in automatic pilot? I think so, but I think it's really hard, you know. I don't live in an automatic pilot currently, but I think from tomorrow I'm gonna live like that because I'm gonna start working at a company, you know. So things will get rough. You're muted.
Sorry, guys. My bad. Carlos, and for you, what is living in automatic pilot? It's possible. Are you living like that?
Oh, I think it is possible, and I think living in automatic pilot can be productive when needed. Could be harmful, massive. I don't know. It could be you can be desperate and live in an automatic pilot. But sometimes mainly when I'm working and the task I am doing is very intense, you need to be focused, very focused to that. I can sometimes good to enter in this automatic pilot way, and sometimes it is good because I like that to be productive in my work. Sometimes it's not good because you are being so occupied, so busy with a lot of things, a lot of tasks, and you have to do that, and you can avoid the tasks. And you enter in this automatic pilot, you can see others, you can't stop to do that, you can I don't breathe, and this kind of automatic pilot I think is not healthy, it's not good. So it's possible, it can be good if it's needed, or it cannot be good if you don't have control of that, or you don't have a way to stop to live like that. And today, no, I'm not, mainly because I have a child. He don't let me be automatic pilot. I have to stop. Yeah. I have to change my tasks. I have to change my routine. I have to. He has a lot of energy, so I have to create new things to play with him. So it's today it's difficult. In my work, it's more easy to that, but in my domestic life with my family is more difficult. But we can do that for good or for bad.
Yeah, really good point. I wasn't thinking on the good side, on the good aspects. And for you, Eliane, what is living in automatic pilot? Is possible?
I think not all the time, but sometimes yes. In case of nowadays, we have a lot of information from technology, and I think the people are thinking the same way, because everyone received the same information, the same music, and the people are in society. I think it's dangerous because we are losing our personality sometimes. We need to stop and turn off the cell phone, turn off and make some time for nature and other to disconnect the technology. I think it is a danger to make people to live in automatic pilot, like in society.
I agree with you guys. Like that, there are the good aspects, the bad aspects. Sometimes it's necessary, I guess, because living like this, you just don't have to think too much. And I guess when you think too much on some stuffs, maybe you can get anxious, you can get more tired, and sometimes you just don't know what to do. But as Carlos said, you need to be conscious about what are you doing, and if these interfere or not in your daily life. And taking this point, do you guys think that routine is living in automatic pilot or not? Is routine living in automatic pilot, or is something different? Go on, Eliane, please.
For me, no, I don't believe. Just some things we have time to make it, to go to school, to work, but not all the time.
I agree. And for you, Carlos, what do you think that is? They are related or not?
Well, I like routine, and recently I saw at Twitter a post that said that a lot of the routine can be bad, and no routine can be a mess. So I think routine can be good, and I think it is not always automatic pilot way, because I think sometimes if you don't have a routine, if you don't have this habit, I don't know if that's the word. It's difficult to introduce a new thing to do. Sometime exercise. You start to go to the gym. If you don't put that in your routine, it's difficult to achieve your goals. You can continue because it's more easy to give up of the gym, of exercise. And if you put that in your routine, always that time of the day you are going to go to the gym, it's more easy to continue to practice exercise. So again, routine can be good. I think routine is good, but too much routine can be stressful.
Yeah, I totally agree. And for you, Gabriel?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think routine can be good, and routine helps us to organize things and be productive in our lives, But I think having a routine can be bad in an aspect, So if you are like too addicted to your routine, you can live in an automatic pilot, and you can't like pay attention to people. You can't like give attention to people, So I don't know, but I think like if you are too addicted to routine, for example, if a friend calls you to a party or to go to another place, you maybe will say, no, I can't because I don't have time, because you have a routine and you don't have you don't have your time and details, you can't see your time and details, so that's why you say no. But I think people have time to do things, but they just don't like realize that they have time because they live in automatic pilot, and they can realize things, you know.
Yeah, I got it. And as you said about meeting the friends and meeting another people, do you guys have ever been in a point of life that you don't want to create any bonds? Like, don't meet anyone else, just do the things you have to do, like putting the phone. I did this. I will start answering this, but for a long time, for example, catching the subway or the bus, I put my headphones to just do not talk to anyone because I was too tired and too close to meet anyone else. I could meet someone that could be my friend or someone that I like it too much or not during this time that I was there, but I was too close and too tired to do this, you know. And like on the video, the girl did completely different because we do that. We are living in automatic pilot. We are tired. I don't know if you guys have ever been this way in life, or if you are now, you know, closer to the others because you have this routine, you have this time, you think that you have bonds enough. I don't know, things like that. Would you like to go? Carlos is thinking a lot. I will start with him. Yeah. Go on, please.
Yeah, probably. I'm very focused. When I focus on my work, I like not to be, I don't say,
Distracted.
I don't like people interfere. So
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm working, I used to, when I could, I used to put earphones and just to focus on my work. And when I was interrupted, I have a death breath, you know what. And it's difficult because I think that could be a bad side of the routine or the automatic pilot, because sometimes you are in a vibe that you are solving a lot of problems and with think reasoning, and when you are interrupted, you lose all the things you are thinking, and it's difficult. Sometimes it can be very annoying. I feel very annoyed, and sometimes in the bus I'm capixaba. Capixaba has this fame is not like to talk. I think I like to talk, but sometimes when you want to pay attention to something, or someone will come to talk to you, okay, and wants to finish because want to go back to what you wants to do. Then sometimes, yes, I do that. What's said?
Thanks for sharing. We know that it's not something good all the time, but it happens. Yeah. And you, Leonie, do you do that?
I still remember when we don't have cell phones and techno anything. It's in the past, the people were more connected than nowadays, because today is more easy. You put your phone and just to leave the automatic pilot. And I think it's dangerous for the future, because we are growing this way to live. We don't have time to read a book. We don't have time to make the simple things. I think it's faltando, missing
Yeah,
missing time to make more slowly things, because you have a lot of information all the time. I think it's a little danger for our mind, because it's
totally.
very connected with the development of technology.
Totally. You brought a good hook to the next question, but now I want to hear Gabriel, and then I will went back to this point. Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I agree with Carlos. So if you are like focused on your work, you don't want be interrupted by people, you know, because it can get in the way of you to work. But if you're at home or doing other things, you know, other than work, I think it's really important to pay attention to people and not focus on what you're doing, you know. So I'm not this kind of person, you know. Sometimes I'm doing something and I feel like getting my cell phone and talk to my friend and then come back what I was doing, you know. So I don't live in automatic pilot, but maybe when I start working, maybe I will live like that, because at work we need to be focused, and maybe I'll live like that. I'll start living like that.
Yeah. As you talked about working, do you guys think that it's good in the work being in automatic pilot or not? You know, like you lose the creativity or things like that if you work in a place that you have to work in automatic pilot. Does it motivate you guys? I can start answering. To me, not. I worked in a place that I need what to do, and it was really automatic. Sometimes had different things, but it was really boring. I like dynamic things. To me, I felt like my life was being trained. You know, I don't know if you guys know Harry Potter, but like it was a Dementador catching my soul. So I really don't like that. I like routine, but sometimes I don't like to know what I have to do. You know, I guess surprises in life is what make us humans, you know. And if you just get on a straight line, you become a robot. And a work like that is not something good to healthy in anything else. And what do you guys think about it? Feel free, guys. Go on, Carlos.
I think it's all about the field of work you are in. Because sometimes you really need to know what will happen to, because you have to prepare or create a solution for what's gonna happen. So it's depend, but in my case, I really like to be product. So sometimes I like to be in automatic pilot, but I really feel like being drained, because I really like it's it's consuming. It's a consume you. I feel physically tired when I'm that way, in that automatic pilot a long time. Work 6, 7, 8 hours in a row. After that, I feel productive, but I feel very tired. So it depends. Sometimes it is needed, sometimes it's good, but it's not always healthy. But sometimes it's needed. Depends the kind of work you are doing.
Yeah, there are moments and moments. And for you, Eliane?
Well, depends of work, né? My first job was to put in carimbo.
I don't know how to say in English, but I will search.
Stamp, I think
But
stamp-
all day make the same thing. It's stressed, it's boring and hurting. But it's not health. I think in the some functions that the people needed to make to move to
Like do repetitive movements.
yes, it's better to mind and to have to. I like to learn things. I like make things that I can develop or learn something or with my creative. I don't like repetitive, but it's necessary. Like the people make a coffee all day, the same thing. And in general, we don't make value for these people.
Exactly. Totally agree with
It's
you.
necessary. A lot of it is very necessary. Repetitive and automatic. Some functions are now made for robots. It's some transformation, but still have.
Totally. But I guess those functions that are like kind of automatic will be replaced by robots in the future, because
Yeah.
it was in the past too. So I guess it's the way, is the path.
Yeah.
Totally. And for you, Gabriel, what you expected for your job, as you didn't start yet? You think that will be like this? We will like if you'll be this way or not? You prefer something different?
Well, I totally agree with you. I think like repeating the same action like all the time at work, it can be stressful. But I think it's like, so for example, in this function, things need to do like that. There isn't another way to do this function, so you gotta repeat the same action, but it can be stressful, as I said. But I think some functions can be like work as a different way, So I think some companies and some functions can give their employees possibility to do things different, So for example, you work in this function and you do the same thing ever, but your company can encourage you to do things in another way, so you can use your creativity to do this function in another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. When I start working, I think I will do like the same thing ever. But I think it's part of life. But if the company gives me the opportunity to do the same thing in another way, to do the same function in another way, it'll be good, because I will not be able to be stressful like all the time, because doing the same thing is stressful,
Yeah. You know, you saying that, I remember I am a break ruler, because if I think that something can be done in a different way that is legal and will catch me to the same objective, I will do in my way that I think that is more effective, you know? I always have done this way. It was on the test that the teachers had give me, you know, if they teach in some way and I thought, oh, it's math, I can do this way, I will do by my way because it's better. In the work, the same way. Are you guys this way too? Do you break the rules if you think that is more effective to change the automatic pilot, or do you follow anyway, just to not be stressed? Or do you buy this fight and you do the way that you want because you think that is better? How is you, Eliane, on those kind of situations?
I have difficult with rules. I was the only one make difference. I don't like to follow the a maioria.
The most part of the rules, yeah?
Yes, I like to make the things different. I like to find my way to make things.
Yeah, you are on my team. I'm just like this too. I guess it's better. Yeah,
Yes,
so much better.
it's
And you,
my
Carlos? Oh, yeah. And you, Carlos?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes, first, I like it. Establish some rules. I like it. It depends in certain situations. I like that, but in my work, I like to discover how the better way to do something, how the best way to do something. How sometimes I like to discover new ways because I just like to find the new solutions, but not that not allowed, not that I break some rule. It's because I really like to discover new things.
Yeah.
But I don't like to say not be certain, not be sure of something for me need to be right, to be I know what it is, and I have to be sure what to expect. So sometimes I like to follow the rules. Sometimes I don't like who break the rules. Sometimes some rules, but I like to is not break the rule, but I like to do something different, something I like to do different.
Yeah, I'm saying breaking the rule, but it's not to follow the path, you know, just the thing that were accorded, and sometimes you get on the objective, but you can find your own path and exercise the creativity. Yes, this is the more important. And for you, Gabriel, how is it? Do you break or do you follow? Depend?
It depends on the place, I'd say, because, for example, if I'm at a company and my boss says, Gabriel, do this like this, I'll do this like this, because he is like begging me to do that, but if I'm at home, like doing something that I like, maybe I will find another way to do what I want to do, but just at home, but at work, I'll do what my boss said, because I don't know how's my boss. Maybe if I say like, oh, I don't want to do like this, I want to do like that. So my boss maybe will say, okay, Gabriel, so Okay, so get out of here. I don't know. So I will do what my boss said if I'm at work.
I guess I still a child that always ask why on the things, you know, to my boss and anyone else. I always ask why. Why should I do this way, not the other way? But it's okay. I guess I don't know if it is a problem or it's something good. Depend. And
I'm afraid of saying that, you know.
yeah, I just don't think about it. It's the first thing that comes to my mind. I always question why. Or if I am really tired, I will not. If I know that I will get a fight and oh my gosh, I get tired and I don't do that. But guys, I want to get back in something that Elian said about the technology that changed a little bit the way that we related to the others. How do you guys see that this can affect it more in the future? Do you think that technology can become our relations worse, or we are in a point that we don't have so much contact, like human contact? We have more in digital era, like we don't talk anymore or meet naturally, and technology is part of all? Or do you think that can become more, you know, different, like in the metaverse? You will not see the person and just met them virtually and see virtually with an avatar. How do you think that it will be? And how do you see that? It's something good, is bad? I will start with Eliane, as she said that it was different before.
I think that will be worse because the divorces are happens more frequently. The people are losing the family contact. Everyone on the cell phone when lunch or dinner at the table. I think the people are lost in the game. Video game is danger too, because some boys, I have a son, if I don't stop him, he pass all day on the video game. And I see a lot of difference. I think it's getting worse. But the metaverse is interesting philosophy. I think can be connected for, I think for work it will be fantastic. But for humans relations, it's a little danger. Because the people are more connected and in more affective distance, more connected in digital way and more distance and connected way.
Yeah, totally agree with you. Totally. And for you, Gabriel, what do you think? How will be the relations? How old are you, Gabriel? 21, yeah?
Yeah, 21.
You are almost from the digital area completely.
Yeah. When like the first social media that I used was Orkut, you know? It was awesome. I loved the social media. But I was born when technology became better, you know? About the question, I totally agree with Eliane. I think technology can get in the way of us to have relationships with people, you know, because like some people are too addicted to like social media that they can't talk to people, you know. So technology is good, but in this part, it's really bad, you know.
And for you, Carlos, the last but not least.
Well, I think it's a difficult topic because because I think it's new. It's a new technology. I think we are going to evolve, and I think we will find a way to find the balance between all the connected, all the way to connect with other, all the way to be distant when they are close to other. And I think we are in that way. We are it's too new. Yeah, we are happy to have it, and you can use. You don't know how to balance, to measure how is good and how is bad. So I think with time, I think we evolve, you discover how to balance, because that's all it's the human life was like that. We have a lot of things, we have technology, we have not like that today, but we evolve and we are here. We are still connecting. So I think it can look it's bad, and in a way it can be bad, but I think we'll manage to find a way to find the balance and find a way to make it work, and we'll know how to go back and be in talk and connect with the people, because humans are a social being and he needs to do that. And I think sometimes he go look to cell phone. Oh, I think I'm tired of it. I'm going to play, I'm going to talk, I'm going to go out and to see people. But I think we are very, very on a way. It's a very using that a lot.
That's good. I hope so. I hope. And the others that was in the small room, how it was a conversation? Claudio, how it was the conversation? Did you like it? Could you share a little bit about your thoughts?
Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss about all the questions, because it's hard to answer some questions, but we start to think more about the automatic pilot and the way we are facing the life, and about technology and a lot of things. But it was good because we start to think how you deal, how you manage all the tasks you have to face in our days. So it was really good to think about this.
It's really good. And for you, Lara?
That was a very great topic. Was hard also, but it's very interesting, you know, like to stop and think about like not being a automatic pilot. And it was a very, very nice conversation. Thank you, El.
Yeah. And do you think that the health professionals live in automatic pilot, or they can't do this, you know, because they are take care of lives?
I think nowadays it's more easy to live in a automatic mode, you know, like you have your things to do, so you have to follow your routine, your things, you know, like what you have in your mind, and forget about the things around, you know, like I think it's automatic, you know, automatic, and we don't even notice. But yeah, we talk about it, like the benefits and the bad side of it. So yeah, I think it's so common, but we when we notice, I think we have to try a little bit to disconnect, you know, like to disconnecting yourself and to focus in other things, you know, what is around you. Yeah, I think it's this.
That's good. And for you, Fern, how it was? Fern, you're muted. I don't know if you are listening me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I think when you establish a routine in your life, it's a good thing. You know, you can create the comfort zone, but sometimes you need to put in automatic pilot. But I refuse get a lot of time in consciousness, because for me the big gift that give from the God, it's a conscious. When you open your conscious for new experience, it's amazing thing. You open your mind for exchange culture, another person, another experience. It's amazing. When you meet another person, you have opportunity to give a new point of view and another person about some situation, about the feelings of about the different aspect or their life. It's amazing. Amazing is exchange idea another person. It's open. But you sometimes you need to turn on the bottle of the conscience for you realize everything happening around you. But sometimes automatic pilot it's protect you about a lot of things. Sometimes it's amazing you get ignore about some situation about the political, financial. Sometimes it's amazing.
Yeah, sometimes we need to turn off. We are Brazilians and we have a lot to do with. Guys, we are running out of time, but I have to say some steps for you. As I said before in the beginning, TNT is for free, but it's free because we have people that paid for another stuff and make the project work. We have the Pro plan that you guys have access to all the meetings that we have, more than 60 per week. And we also have classes with teachers for initiating and intermediate. It's 1,500 per year, and you can parcel in 12 times. So you can put on the credit card and pay parcel. With this link, you have 5% of discount. So if you are looking for a training more in English and practice, because we everything here on TNT is focused on practicing the speaking, and with that we get the other things. You can see the plans and see if it makes sense for you or not yet. We have also the spot plan that is for only 1 month. You can try this plan before sign the Pro plan for 1 whole year. And also we have a survey here that you can rate this meeting and give comments about topics that you want to see here, things that we can do better, things that you like it a lot about this project. And also the link of this meeting that was recorded on YouTube that you can see after. How was the conversation here for Carlos and Eliane that was here on the main room and were being recorded on YouTube. You can see yourselves after and see things that you can correct yourself. Some people don't like to see. I like to see myself speaking in English because it's a good way to you see your evolution and compare, you know, because I hope you guys come back here on TNT and keep coming and get progress, because this is part of the process. And subscribe on the channel. You can watch other meetings that we have. If you don't want to assign, if you are working, you can just listen and press the listen. Can be live or offline, doesn't matter. And I hope you guys like it and come back always, okay? And let me speak just a little bit in Portuguese. Dalvan, você conseguiu curtir, entender, pegou um pouquinho da conversação?
Sim, eu peguei várias palavras, não consigo formar frases ainda, mas aprendi muito.
Isso é muito bom. Eu estava falando, no plano Pro, a gente tem conversação para iniciantes, que é para você adquirir o vocabulário. Se você já tem uma base, serve para você. Se você está começando a aprender, ainda não serve, porque o foco é já partir para a fala e, com o tempo, você fazendo esse iniciante, você pode ir para o avançado e participar daqui também. Para participar desse, você não precisa falar tudo, entender tudo. Você pode começar dando respostas curtas e, com o tempo, você aumenta. Eu sei que, às vezes, o nível de dificuldade é grande, as perguntas são difíceis, são coisas que, às vezes, a gente nem pensou em português, quem dirá em inglês, mas essa é a magia do TNT, é assim que a gente aprende e evolui, e não é só comigo, com os outros facilitadores. Vocês também vão encontrar temas fora das caixinhas, assim, porque a galera gosta de trazer isso e é uma característica do TNT que eu particularmente gosto e ajuda bastante a evoluir. Então, vocês podem experimentar facilitadores diferentes para ver alguém com quem você se relaciona melhor, um horário melhor para você, para entrar na sua rotina, porque sei que às vezes é difícil e por isso a gente tem horário de manhã, tem horário próximo do meio-dia, tem horário no fim da tarde, no meio da tarde e à noite, para que todo mundo possa participar. Então, compartilhem com seus amigos para que eles possam vir nos próximos encontros que temos, ok?
Ô, Ed,